Now I am telling you what? I am telling you Indriyarth Sannikarsh. From here the notion of perception is started. Now you know the meaning of this? Indriyarth Sannikarsh. संयोग, संयुक्त समवाय, संयुक्त सम्मेय समवाय, समवाय, सम्मेय समवाय, विशेषण विशेष्य भाव. They look like same, but very minor and classical differences are there. संयोग, संयुक्त समवाय, संयुक्त सम्मेय समवाय, समवाय, सम्मेय समवाय, and विशेषण विशेष्य भाव. संयोग, संयुक्त समवाय, संयुक्त सम्मेय समवाय. And you will strange to know they are the types of connections. Samvay, Samved Samvay, विशेषण विशेष्य भाव. संयोग, संयुक्त समवाय, संयुक्त सम्मेय समवाय, समवाय, संवेद समवाय, विशेषण विशेष्य भाव. Don't try to mug it up, all these things. Try to conceptualize this, then only you will not forget in your examination. If you are trying to mug it up, this is my guarantee, my words, that you will forget in your examination. See the classical method of explanation. When you have contact with substance, this will be sanyog or not? Conjunction is junction. When you say that this is a pitcher, I am Ghatah. But if you say that this pitcher is black, are you talking only about substance? You are talking about substance plus attribute. What type of relation is there between substance and attribute? Samvay. Sanyukta samvay means connection with pitcher, substance. But since you are talking about the attribute, and the relation between substance and attribute is samvay relation. So substance plus attribute, this will be sanyukta samvay. Means sanyukta with pitcher But since you are talking about attribute, so substance plus attribute. Right? Now, suppose you say that this picture has blackness. This picture has blackness. Are you talking only about substance? No. Something additional you are talking about? You are talking about attributes? But are you talking only about attribute? No. Universal of attribute. Universal of attribute. And for universal, if you remember, Samvet I have explained you, Nityamekam anekanugatam samanyam. Means substance plus attributes plus universal of attribute. You can say that. Universal of attribute. Now see, Sanyukt is used for what? Picture, connection. Samvay is used for what? Attribute. But since you are talking about universal of attribute, so word Samvet is there. Since blackness is Samvet, distributed in all black objects. So that's why Sanyukt, Samvet, Samvay. So first three are clear. Sanyog, Sanyuk, Samvay.
So how picture is a Sanyog?
How?
Picture is, it is the efficient cause, picture.
Picture is the efficient cause. Am I talking about Potter?
No sir, संयोग को मेरे को समझ नहीं आया first वाला point.
Okay. Let me explain then. Either you say Sanyog, Sanyukta connection is there, na? When they were talking only about picture, so they have said that Sanyog. Now, the attribute is Sanyukta with that. Sanyukta also means you can say this is used for connection. But since you are talking about attribute, so Sanyuk Samvay. Wait. अगर इतना ही आसान होता ना तो फिर सभी ये स्कूल पढ़ के जाते। जो पढ़ के भी जाते हैं वो उतना बढ़िया से नहीं कर पाते हैं in examination. And here I ask that, who says that Indian philosophy is easy? Who says that Indian philosophy is easy? And UPSC is asking question from these parts. That's why while teaching you Western philosophy, I have told you that Indian philosophy, Indian logic, Indian epistemology is much, much tougher than. If you go superficially, it looks very easy. But as you go in depth, then you will find that Indian philosophy has more deeper analysis. Now see Samvay. Here in first three types of connections, we had connection with substance, 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 substance. Now we will not have any connection with substance. We will not have any connection with substance. Only attributes. And the example will be Shabda. Shabda Guna. What kind of relation is there between substance and attribute? Some Y relation is there. That I have discussed in some Y, 5 types of some Y. And first I have explained you that the some Y relation has been accepted in substance and attribute. Can attribute exist without substance? No. If we can know the attribute, then we can reach up to the substance or not? Yes. By Shabda Guna, you can reach up to which substance? Akash. Can you do the perception of Akash? No. But since there is some Y relation, so sometimes without having any direct relation with substance, we can reach up to substance. Since the relation between substance and attribute is some Y relation, so in some Y they are giving the example of Shabda. Shabd is a kind of connection, or you can say some Y is a kind of connection or not? Yes. Connection with your ability to listen something, ears. Now see that. Samvet Samvay. Shabd, in Shabd, universal will be there or not? That's why I have told you that what I am telling you regarding categories, padarth of Vaisheshik, you have to keep everything in your mind. These things will come into play. Dravya, Gun, Karma, Samanya, Vishesh, Samvaya, Abhav. When I was teaching you Samanya, Nityamekam Anekan Gotam Samanyam, in my pre-class material you can see, and I have told you that Samanya is available in substance, attribute and action. Dravya, Gun and Karma. So, Gun mein, in attributes, universals are there. So, universal of attribute. Shabdatva. Because Shabd could be produced in many ways that we will discuss in Shabd Pramana. And sometimes you will not have any connection either with substance or with attributes. Substance, no. Attributes, no. Visheshi means substance. Visheshan means attribute. If I ask you to go in that room and bring a picture, you will come back and you will say that classical Indian example, Tatra Ghatam Naste. There is no picture over there. It means, according to Nyayikas, what you have done the perception of absence of picture. Have they accepted Abhav as category or not? Abhav as a category they have accepted, because the 7 categories of Vaisheshik, Nyaya has reduced In the second category, prameya, so abhav is accepted. So many questions you will see on this. Later on, you will see that among the Mimamsakas, Kumaril Bhatt has accepted abhav as an independent category and anuplabdhi as pramana. No problem. Prabhakar has accepted 8 categories. Abhav is not there. And he is not accepting anuplabdhi as pramana. No problem. But if you are accepting abhav as category and you are not accepting anuplabdhi as pramana, now the question will be made. So you can say that Nyayikas have reduced anuplabdhi in perception, and they have said that when we have no contact with, no connection either with substance or attribute. I'm giving you a very practical example that suppose a function is going on at your home and you asked a child that go in that room and call Chachaji. And he'll come back and say that वहाँ Chachaji nahi hai. Means what? Neither he has perceived either Chachaji or attribute. In my first example, neither you have perceived the feature over there or its attribute, because if you can perceive the attributes, then also you can reach up to the substance, because some by relation is there. So if you have no connection either with substance, that is Visheshya, or Visheshan. Visheshan means attribute. Then this is last type of, sixth type of connection they are talking about. So you can say that Sanyog, Sanyuk Samvay, Sanyuk Samvay Samvay, Samvay, Samvay Samvay, Visheshan Vishesha Bhav. Now I am telling you an example should flash in your mind. Sanyog means substance. This is the picture. Sanyuk Samvay, substance plus attribute. This picture is black. Sanyuk Samvay Samvay means this picture has blackness. Samvay, only attribute, no connection with substance. Shabda. Samvay Samvay, universal of attribute, universal of Shabda. And Visheshan Vishesha Bhav, when you have neither any connection with substance nor you have any connection with attributes. These are the 6 types of connections they are talking about in perception. Now you will see.